Hey guys, this is Craig Migliaccio with acservicetech, and today what we're going over is the common two-position service valve found in air conditioning systems. The port right here is where you would connect to service an air conditioning system, and you use a valve core depressor. This middle brass piece is going to push in on the valve core while the rubber seals up on the port right here. If you're checking the refrigerant charge on an existing system that has been running, then there's no need to remove this cap. This cap should be forced down tight right onto the top of the service valve. And what happens is this is not like a three-position service valve where you have to take this off in order to gain access to this port right here. This valve core on the inside is what's holding the refrigerant in, and anytime this valve is up in the fully open position, which means almost all the way up, then what that means is that you have this tube right here, this tube, and the port connected. So this valve right here does not have to be forced upwards. So once again, you don't have to remove this cap unless you are doing a pump down or you're doing the initial installation of the system. The other thing is this service valve does not have a backseat position like a three-position service valve has, which means that you don't want to force this stem counterclockwise all the way up. If you do that, you could accidentally pop out this split ring. Some of these older service valves just have a split ring that would be stopping the inner valve from potentially popping out of here. So you don't need to go that far. So it doesn't really need to even touch the split ring. It can be down just a little bit. There's an O-ring in here in the inner stem that's stopping any refrigerant from leaking out of the top. But once again, this valve core right here is what's holding in the refrigerant charge. So there are two positions. One is the fully open position that connects the two tubes in the port, and then you have the front seat position. And the front seat position is when you have this valve turned clockwise all the way down. So that's all the way in the front seat position. It seals off the lower tube from the other two tubes. So this is why we use a ratcheting service wrench, because you can't go in a full rotation on a service unit. You're just going to go like that. But what happens is this tube right here that connects to the condenser, so this right here gets blocked off from these two tubes. So I'm going to show you what it looks like right here. You can see that there's a little pathway, and in this case, this tube right here connects to the compressor. This tube connects to the evaporator, and you can see there's a little pathway that you're still always connected to this port right here. So that's what that looks like in the front seat position. Front seat position, you really want to have it torqued downwards all the way. And you want to put an adjustable wrench on the service valve just to make sure that you're not putting pressure on the braze joints on the line set. But that's the front seat position is used to trap all the refrigerant in the outdoor unit. If you were installing a new system and the outdoor unit had refrigerant inside of it, then these service valves will be in the front seat position. And that means that it's holding the refrigerant in that outdoor unit, and you're not going to open this service valve until the copper tubing, which is referred to as a line set, is all connected, brazed, pressure tested. And you also want to vacuum that down below 500 microns and do your standing vacuum test after that. Then you can open up your service valves and allow the refrigerant to enter into the system. Once the refrigerant's inside the whole system, these service valves are going to be in these fully open position, and you're just going to leave them in that fully open position while the system runs and from then on. Anytime you need to gain access to the system's refrigerant charge, you just hook up your service hose attached to your manifold gauges right onto this port and depress on that schrader valve there. If you want to remove the valve core, you can use one of these two tools here. So this is the valve core, and you can see that you're only getting a small opening anytime you depress on this stem. That's why the valve core is often removed when you're performing a vacuum or a recovery, but you have to have your valve core removal tool attached onto the port prior to recovering and then also prior to vacuuming. The thing is, you need to make sure that you can put this valve core back in after you're done your vacuum procedure and after there's positive pressure in the system. Check out our book, The Refrigerant Charging and Service Procedures for Air Conditioning. We have that available as an ebook and also in paperback form over at our website at acservicetech.com. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and we'll see you next time at AC Service Tech channel.